Yeah. Big mouth gal riding tall. Truth talk coming through. They call me the good nun. Your opinions on blast. Got a voice like thunder and I'm never outclassed. Sanctimonious sass with a silver spur tongue. If I cuss too loud, well, I'm just getting started, hun. I'm a big mouth on a horse. Don't need no permission. I speak truth loud like it's holy tradition. Yeah, I mess up, but I own my position. A fair queen riding with divine conviction. I drop hot takes like thunder from the saddle. Spit facts so raw they make cowards skedaddle. Ain't here to pander, I check myself too. If I'm wrong, I admit it, that's just what I do.
Big mouth, big truth.
Giddy up, girl, giddy up.
She wild, but she just
Riding tall. I'm a big mouth on a horse, don't need no permission. I speak truth loud like it's holy tradition. Yeah, I mess up, but I own my position. A fair queen riding with divine
conviction.
Big mouth, big truth. Giddy up, girl, giddy up. She wild, but she just riding tall. I'm a big mouth on a horse, don't need no permission. I speak truth loud like it's holy tradition. Yeah, I mess up, but I own my position. A fair queen riding with divine conviction. You don't up, baby, up, baby.
The truth just arrived. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Giddy up, girl, giddy up.
She wild, but she just
Riding tall.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages of vacant. Modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
No love for the fakeness. That's what we've got. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you today on this Manic Monday? Did everybody get all their manicness out this weekend? I hope so, because my God, I don't think we could take much more of the manic. Anywho, let me switch my little presentation over so you can see me. Switch my comments over because I don't need that anymore. No worries, Deets. I seen your message this morning and I forgot to respond to it that I was gonna do a live this afternoon or this morning. So no worries. I know you're here when you can be. So about this weekend. Did you all watch this weekend? Because it is like yikes out there, right? But we are going to review one of the most hilarious videos I have seen in so long, okay? Now, say what you want about the Bullhorn Betty, okay? The Bullhorn Betty. Put some spec on her name, okay? Say what you want about it. But what I'm personally gonna say, Betty turned into a whole other like fucking hood version of herself that I have never heard. She was clapping her hands, making her points, and I am here for it. She talked her shit. Yes, she did. And she said, y'all better fucking back the fuck up and don't lie on me, bitches. You are not going to use me in your fight. Anywho, so I wanted to review that this morning. Yes, thank you very much, Chica. Great video, but an earbud warning. Now, her voice actually is unique in the way that it hits this pitch that could break glass at times when she's getting really passionate. So I want to make sure that your ears are protected, okay? But it was hilarious to me, and I'm here for it. Again, I don't have a dog in the fight. But before I get to Betty, I'm going to go over a couple of quick little things. Just a little history being rewritten that I've seen out there. And so as a historian, as a YouTube streets historian, let me clarify that. I like to make sure that I point you in the direction of where you can actually find the correct information and not lies potentially being told. Texas girl, I told Kate you were looking for her. Anywho, so it was said this weekend that Spitfire Spotlight, aka Tiger Talks, was involved in contacting a creator named Gina Diamond's apartment complex because they didn't like Gina Diamond, and they found out she was smoking inside of her apartment, and they found out that the apartments don't allow smoking inside of the apartments. And so they attempted to contact the apartment to file a complaint against her, and it was disgusting. But the problem with that is it was 2 subscribers at the time, Still in Leather, which I know she's changed her name since then, and a lady named Sav. They are the people who actually contacted Gina Diamond's apartment complex. And they didn't just talk about it, they actually did it. They also contacted some of her deceased relatives, a deceased relative's friends to confirm that the person was actually deceased. It was disgusting what they did. The 2 of them at the time were mods for Wispy. Okay, I know she changed her name back because she wants to act like she identifies as herself and shit. But they were mods for Wispy. And the way that Tiger Talks got involved is Tiger Talks was in the Discord where this happened, got pissed off, screenshotted, screen recorded. A lot of people did. And they had all this information from there. And they tried to go to Wispy to tell her this shit is going on with your mods. And Wispy was like, I want nothing to do with it. Let's just quash it down and let's just take a deep breath, and we don't need to really talk about this on my page. Now, mind you, so Tiger Talks actually does a video, and that video is still on her YouTube page, right? Still today, even though she does not, most of her content now is actually over on Rumble, but that video is still on her page to this day, where she shows screenshots and she shows where people knew and what they knew and all of that stuff. But she was not involved in it. So I hate the fact that it's actually like being put on her. You can't rewrite history and put foul real life shit onto somebody that doesn't belong there. So I don't really like when that happens. I don't have to like a person or dislike a person, but like the truth is the truth and it should be able to stand alone. When you have to twist the truth against somebody, that tells me that one, you're not being truthful, but two, it also tells me like, what the fuck? My mind is in a mind fuck state right now because I had no clue that there was any type of connection between Spitfire and Clean all this time, right? Also, I'm trying to like think, what the fuck went down? Like, my tinfoil hat is watching and hearing shit. Like, yesterday, I heard Clean throw out that, like, the job that Spitfire's husband does. And I'm like, what the fuck does her husband have to do with that? Actually, she did participate in that. I know as I was on the call, she did not participate in it by calling, like she did not. It was stated that she called the apartment complex and participated in that. No, she was a part of the conversations of, we need to look into this. Yes, but she did not call the apartment complex. And when she felt like they were going too far, she stepped away. And I'm not trying to defend anybody even fucking having the conversation, to be clear. I'm not with any of that shit. But anywho, I don't know what has transpired, but the disdain typically the thing that what Queen is very well known for, right? Is when she starts throwing out like these little intimidation words and does these little intimidation tactics against people and starts to, we all know what you did, right? When she starts to do these exposés on people, for me, historically, when you look at the patterns of her behavior, in my opinion, when she starts throwing those names out at people, and I'm just naming a few that would be very public and you would know it, right? So I can think of Extra Pickles, I can think of Indy, I can think of JP, right? Those are three off of my head right now, right this second, that are in the forefront of my mind that people may currently kind of know about because it happened in the last year, not 3 years ago. But when you think of those types of situations, right, when that person spoke out against them or that person walked away from them, whatever the case may be, there's always this throw it out there kind of a vibe. And most people will not defend themselves. Most people will just go away from it, right? And so they just walk away. But that's the whole point of it. It seems like she believes that Spitfire isn't going anywhere. And I haven't seen Spitfire around. Have y'all seen Spitfire anywhere? Thank you so much. Oh, Hakob, thank you so much for the jewels. Listen, let me get you my new soundbite. I paid a lot of money for it. So let me get you my new soundbite for you. Thank you so much, Jacob.
Nanya, if I don't get those gold nipple Dayton's by Christmas, I'm going to be really, really upset. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much, Jacob. I appreciate that. Cappy was on her gratefulness grift yesterday. That's what she's calling it now. And funny thing about it is when I was mocking that the other day, I actually wasn't mocking her. I was mocking like how all of the people here do when they get super chats, they get all emotional and shit. But apparently she felt like that was about her and it wasn't. And so then when she took it so personally, I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm going to run with it. And I was like, hey, like, can you just fake cry now so I can get a soundbite of this? And B. Tim was like, you got to pay $50 for the soundbite. And I was like, that's highway robbery, B. Tim. There's no fucking way I'm paying that much. So I did 20. And so she did the soundbite for me. It was all in good little YouTube fun there for a quick second. But yeah, no. So she's going to work on, I'm getting 24s. She's working on her gold nipple Dayton's. And so together in California will be rolling around in style. So that's how it goes. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Hello to everybody coming in. I don't want to be that person and be like, hey, Stoop, how are you today? Hey, Stella, how are you today? Hey, go get her. Good to see you. You know, I don't know. Anyways, Nanya, how dare you have fun on YouTube? Listen, I can have fun. Let me tell you, the funniest shit, though, to me is the people in her chat. The same thing happened with Jay yesterday. You go to ask people questions and you go somewhere where people like don't want you to be, right? And the people, they get so mad. Fuck, Nunya, why are you here? Don't you have somewhere to be? Don't you have to go make up with things and give grace to allegedly speculating? Don't you have to go do this? Don't you have to go take care of Jones and make her stop laughing? Don't you have something else to do, Nunya? Don't be here and laugh at us. You know, and I'm like, bitch, the internet is for laughing. I come here to have some laughs, even if it's at the expense of other people. I'm laughing. Sorry, not sorry. So, anyways, it was a good time. Thank you so much. Who did that? Oh, you must want to hear it again. Hold on. Oh, Karma Chameleon, thank you so much. Here you go.
Nanya, if I don't get those gold nipple Dayton's by Christmas, I'm gonna be really, really upset. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate
it. And the fucked up part about that is, let me tell you, the fucked up part about it is she then went on after the soundbite, right? And she's like, no, but seriously, thank you so much. I appreciate it, right? And then at the end of the stream, she went on again and listed everybody who gave her super chats to say thank you again. Now, I'm not a hater of gratefulness, but I do feel like excessive gratefulness comes off a certain way. That's all I'm saying to Cappy. Okay? You ain't got to be that grateful. Oh, MJ, thank you so much.
Nanya, if I don't get those gold nipple Dayton's by Christmas, I'm going to be really, really upset. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate it.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Whoopi, thank you. Thank you so much, Whoopi. That's going to go to my 24s on my truck. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for paying your dues this month. I really appreciate it. And I just couldn't do it without you. I don't know how I would continue to come on the internet and make it through. Actually, you know what, MJ? Here you go.
Nanya, if I don't get those gold nipple Dayton's by Christmas, I'm going to be really, really upset. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate
it. Oh my God, that is never going to get old for me. Look at Coco Pop said, grace is good, grateful is bad. Got it. No, I'm just talking shit to her. Okay, wait a second. So y'all don't know what gold nipple Daytons are? That's what she's saying is like she wouldn't get her gold nipple Daytons by whatchamacallit, by Christmas. That's what she's saying. Gold nipple Daytons. Gold nipple Daytons. The nipple is your thing for your tire, you know, the air thing. And then the Dayton is the like chunky white trim that goes around it, and typically it has the gold, the rim. It's the rims. I don't know. Listen, first of all, if you don't know about Daytons, I don't know if we're living in the same world, okay? It is not a nipple piercing. No, don't start that rumor that Cappy is getting gold nipple piercings. So you stop that right now. That is not okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. You thought it was boob jewelry too? No, gold nipple Daytons. Daytons. Y'all are leaving it out. The Daytons part. Well, okay. I knew exactly what she meant when she said it, and that is good enough for me because my God. Stop taking over my super chat glory, Wolfie. Oh, don't you dare, Wolfie. Thank you so much, Wolfie. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate it. Listen, here, I'll give you this one, but I'll have to mute the thing later on. I'm just gonna get rid of the chat. So, oh well, Remy.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off.
Wait a second. Lefty said, so Cappy is getting her nipples capped. Got it. LOL. Fucking A. I thought she just wanted a rim job too. Listen, no, I cannot even. I cannot believe y'all don't know about Gold Dayton's. I don't know how I feel about this right now. I don't know about this competition going on with Wolfie and MJ, but Wolfie said she does what she wants, and I don't know what's happening. Kind of disappointed to know it's just a car thing. You would have been happier if it was like gold nipple clamps or gold nipple rings or gold nipple piercings. Because I would have felt a little uncomfortable in that space. I don't know. No, I wasn't talking nasty. I was being dead ass. Okay. All right. MJ and Wolfie, you both win. Let's not go there, please. It's not, I don't have that kind of channel. Okay, thank you. Okay. Anyways, I also did send her a super chat yesterday. I like to report on the streets where I gave my super chats. I did give her a super chat to pay for Canva because she reused the freaking Mary Lou Retton hairdo. And I thought the first gymnastics one that she did, it may be ice skating, I don't fucking know, with the mental gymnastics that she claims we do. I thought that was like fucking chef's kiss. I think Jones and Dietz and I laughed so fucking hard at that one, right? I love when somebody is petty and creative. Like, I'm so here for it, even if it's against me. Love it, right? So when she came out with this fucking thumbnail yesterday, and it's like fucking, just ta-da, here, I reuse this one and put it on a different body. That's all I did. I was like, that's fucking disappointing. You're more petty and creative than that. Get it the fuck together. So I gave her some money for Canva to get a membership so that she could upgrade her thumbnails, So, anywho, but yeah, it's hopefully that'll be fixed for the next one. I don't know. I went to high school with a girl who looked exactly like her. Who? Mary Lou Retton? You can just mute the song and keep monetization on, by the way, so you're good. We can still watch y'all dance in silence. Okay, good. Okay, if I could just mute it, then I'm good. Not golden nips, golden rims. Right, exactly. Who doesn't like nipples? Well, most people have them. I think. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. Not throwing shade at anybody who doesn't, though. Anyways, YouTube is a prude. We have to approve every comment with nipple or nips in it. Are you really? None, you chill. She's been too busy comforting the women with a bee. Now, don't you start your shit. Listen. And they didn't even get it. I made a joke about them. I didn't want to distract anymore, and that I was gonna leave out of the chat now, so that they could get back to sweeping. And it went over their heads. B Tim didn't get it. He thought I was saying I was gonna go and finish sweeping for Joneson, but like I don't sweep for shit. I don't spend all my day on damage control. But yeah, I was just like, okay, all right. They didn't get it. It's okay. I'll stay gone. And I left out after that because it got really boring from there. It was just like, Queen Bee is wonderful and Queen Bee is great. And yeah, you may do some things, but we love our friend and we're so loyal. And look at this person and look at that person. And how dare you sit by the man to stop your children? Oh, right? And I'm just like, okay, this is boring. This is, wow, we're really inventive with the words here, And I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm out. So yeah, I left out. Rim jobs. Nunya said B Tim. What? Y'all need to repent of your filthy minds with rim jobs and nipples. I know. I don't know how we got there, but it was just gold nipple Dayton's. I don't know. Remy has a good question. MJ, does muting still remove the chat? Yeah, that's what they I sweep for myself, little bitch. Right, exactly. So okay, so that's it about the Spitfire shit, right? So okay, throw that to the side. But I was listening this weekend and I found something really interesting this morning. Okay. Now Chasing is typically our resident AI searcher, and she she's really good because she finds it on AI and then she'll go source it through if it's a law or if there's another, like she asks for sources. So it'll take you to a website and she can search through to actually do like some solid research to confirm the AI information. Okay. But Mondays are really busy for her. Okay. She calls it meeting Mondays, but she has lots of meetings for work. So she wasn't really around this morning. So I said, fuck, man, she's not going to be able to help me quick enough before I fire up this live stream because I'm impatient and I want the information right now. So I had to do my own searching. Duh. That was stupid. Anyways, so B Tim and Queen Bee started out today, this weekend, with this whole, there's a court order. We can't break the court order, right? That's how they were starting out at first. And I find it quite interesting because when the lawsuit originally ended, the narrative that they were pushing at that time is they wouldn't show receipts so that Betty couldn't basically do this to somebody else in the future and know how to run up the bill. That's what they were saying, right? They never mentioned a court order at that point in time. Nobody has ever shown a court order ever, okay? And then Betty went live and she said what she said, and so we'll get to that in a second. But B. Tim this weekend said, you cannot show an itemized bill or else you will lose privilege. And if you lose privilege, then that's basically jeopardizing any communication and identification that a lawyer may have, right? And I was like, he's like, you can Google it. You can Google it. Just Google it. You guys love to Google it, right? And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? So I went to go do some research. So I'm going to show you. So I kind of put the scenario into Gemini, okay? I put the information into Gemini and I was curious to see what it said, right? So first I started there and let me show you. I'm actually going to bring it up on my phone while I have it on the screen, okay? You can zoom in, you can look at it all you want, whatevs. But this is, I'm going to read it off for you as well, okay? So in Illinois, simply showing public receipts, invoices, or records of what was paid to a lawyer for public funds does not automatically break or violate the attorney-client privilege. The legal principles governing the issue involve several key considerations. So number one, a general rule. Fee information is not privileged. Under Illinois law, information regarding legal fees, billing amounts, general payment receipts, and the identity of the client is generally not considered a confidential communication, and therefore it falls outside the scope of attorney-client privilege. The Illinois courts, such as Ulrich, versus Stuckel, have consistently established that the payment of fees is merely incidental to the attorney-client relationship. Disclosing basic financial receipts and accounting records showing how much how much money was paid to a, hold on, let me go back. I cut off that part. It must not have been important. Okay. Number two, the exception. Detailed narrative invoices. While standard receipts, total amounts paid, and basic check stubs are public and unprotected, detailed legal billing statements sometimes cross a line. And I was like, interesting. Let's see what this says. If an invoice contains specific narrative descriptions of legal work performed, such as detailed legal research, mental impressions, litigation strategy, or descriptions of confidential discussions between the attorney and client, those specific portions can be protected by the attorney-client privilege. When public funds are involved, the public bodies typically must redact those sensitive narrative descriptions while releasing the financial figures, dates, and general nature of the services. Number three, public funds and transparency. Now, the public funds was having to do with, let me put the other one up. Sorry, I skipped over and read right through to the other one. The public funds was for public figures. That's the reason why I didn't include that one, because that's like government bodies of public figures. That's what that one was. However, so if you can't really rely on the AI, Nunya. I know. That's why I went to the actual law site. It quoted a source. And so you could absolutely go on over to that. But that's why I quoted the case that it came from. Anywho, the case law. Okay. So what it showed me is technically, right? It's semantics. They are right. That's the reason why they keep saying itemized billing statement. Because if the itemized billing statement showed motion to quash Jane Doe, right? Which we know is burnt toast. If it showed that, and then the billing for that, right? That is specific to the work that they have done. You can't see that. But B. Tim, it does say you can show the total amount she collected and the total amount paid to the lawyer. There should be no issue with that at all. There is no fucking law that does not bribe. So stop saying itemized receipt. Nobody that I have heard of is asking for an itemized breakdown. They are asking for the outgoing and incoming. So if she received, let's just throw it out there, $55,000. They're asking to see, I received $55,000, I paid the lawyer $55,000. That's what they're asking to see. I think the problem is going to be, B. Tim also said this weekend, and I just want to do some math with you really quickly. Not only am I a historian here on YouTube, I'm also a mathematician, okay? B. Tim said nobody should be adding up super chats, cash apps, or gifts given. Where strictly the lawyer fund was only considered the PayPal pool, right? All right, cool. So the first PayPal pool was in July of 2023. Follow along, class, okay? Follow along. Now, how many months is it? Anybody want to add this up? July of 2023 to September of 2025, okay? So we're going to go July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. That's 10, okay? Then May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. That's 20. But we didn't go all the way to 20. Hold on. Wait. Sorry, scratch that. Scratch that out, okay? My bad. Okay. So essentially, July to July is 13 months. Because you have to include the first month. It's not 12, it's 13. Okay. And then that would have been 2024. And then we have an additional, that's 26. So that would have taken you into July of 2025. And then July, August, September, October, September. So add 2 months. So 13 and 13 is 26, 27, 28. All right. So 28 months. Okay. Somebody write that down in the chat. Thank you very much. 28 months, you collected a PayPal pool of $5,000. Hypothetically speaking, of course. Can anybody tell me what that math is? Anybody in the chat? Anybody want to tell me what 28 times 5,000 is? What did MJ say? You could also request from your lawyer a basic written letter stating that the total amounts billed without any detail for public disclosure. Thank you. Hey, been listening in the bushes. It isn't this hard. Do you know how many cases end with one party having to pay the other attorney's fees? How do we think they give that amount? That's true. That's true, Indy. What about the super chats that said for the lawyer fund? B. Tim said those don't count. Listen, Joe, don't come for me. I'm just reporting the news, okay? No cash apps, no super chats, and no individual gifts of money. Those do not count. The only thing that counts as the lawyer fund is the PayPal pools, he said. The next one got started up. It was ridiculous. Lab, I agree, Lab. I agree. OG Lab. That girl also, her first live about the lawsuit, she took in thousands, and so 3,000 to be exact, and super chat specifically for the lawyer that day. I know because that's the one time I donated. I take it back. If it was for the lawyer fund, then yeah, they would want to know. Okay, thank you. So you guys say that's 140K is where we're at. Okay, that's just with the 5,000 a month. Okay, all right. Now MJ said Wolfie is her favorite. I believe that. Okay. So now, so every month we're assuming, okay, that's 140K just right there. Now, there are 3 specific times. Again, this I have receipts for. There are 3 specific times she collected 10K. The first 10K was collected in either August or September of 2023. That was because although she had paid a retainer, the lawyer was running through money to hurry up because she almost waited to the end because she struggled. She called over 70 lawyers. None of them would answer, like none of them would take the case because it was so kind of weirdish to them for the internet shit. And finally, she found a lawyer right before her cutoff time to answer the lawsuit. And I think she was at like 21 days ish. Don't quote me on this part. I think she was at like 21 days ish out of the 30 she had to respond or some shit like that. So he's trying to hurry up. So he runs through her retainer really quickly. So the first one she collects, I think in August of 2023, and that's a $10,000 one for that month. So we got to add 5,000 to our 140. Okay. That's 5,000. Then she did one for 10K total on top of the 5 she had already done for that month. There were 2 that she did, that were for depositions. And those 2 were 10K. So we've got to add 20,000 onto that. So 25,000 plus 140. Now you're looking at 165,000 collected. Now, B. Tim said, plus there were some that she did open, but they didn't close. The only one that didn't close, there were 2 that did not close. There was one in September of 2025. It did not close. And as soon as she closed it, she opened it. And there was one in November of 2024. And during that time, she claimed that there was an issue with the PayPal and this and that, whatever. She tried the Gibson Go. It didn't work. She cashed it out, whatever, and then started a new PayPal pool when PayPal miraculously fixed for her. So, yeah. So at the bare minimum, if all we're looking at, okay, and this is all allegedly in my opinion, don't sue me, okay? That's where this is going. Allegedly, in our opinion, my opinion, not ours, because I don't speak in we's. In my opinion, that's $165,000 unaccounted for. Okay. Now, Betty said, fuck out of here. There's no way you spent $150K to represent yourself. What I'm saying is Queen Bee should absolutely be able to get something from her lawyer, whether it just be the totals, whether it be a statement that he was paid $165,000, right? That we can account for. She should be able to show I collected $165,000 on my PayPal pools and I paid the lawyer $165,000. Boom. There's no detailed information. There's no itemized statements needed. There is nothing from there that is needed. There is no breaking of privilege. There's no court order in place anyways, because that's a fucking lie. That didn't come out until this whole Toasty shit started coming out. Then all of a sudden, there's a court order. No, there's fucking not. Toasty went over all of the end documents before she got terminated. What the fuck are you talking about? There's no fucking way. So anywho, but yeah, stop letting them tell you that they cannot show the itemized statement. Yes, while that is true, sure. But they can absolutely show the totals incoming and outgoing. You can show totals without breaking privilege, and there is no fucking court order. So don't let your favorite creator lie to you, because it seems like some people are lying. Just putting that out there. Okay, now I can focus on. Really hope Toasty comes through and gives the people what they need. So, Rita Lolita, unless Toasty comes out and says, Nunya Dietz Jones and you were right all along and I was a piece of shit for covering for her, I am really going to struggle with whatever the fuck. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm 100% going to be watching what she's saying, but I really struggle because Toasty hit a lot of that shit, and Toasty, accepted, and from my understanding, a lot of people are confirming that Toasty behind the scenes was like, nope, don't show receipts, Queen. You don't need to show these people shit. And if you were fucking co-signing that shit back then, I don't know that I really want to hear very much from you. So she better not get on that panel tonight and be like, I don't know why she scammed the people or skimmed off the top of this money to buy anything. Like, nah, dog. No, we're not going to just let that, go right over our heads. That's not going to go well. So 100%, I would have a problem with that. I'm not personally giving her any passes. I do want to hear about the whole payments. She did say on X that she will be showing her lawyer receipt for her total that she paid to show that B-Tim did not just completely pay for her lawyer. So I will be watching that one for sure. But yeah, I'm hoping there's not a like, she scammed everybody and I just didn't know. Like, nah, fuck that. Your bitch ass knew because you sat up there on fucking panel and you confirmed. You put your reputation on the line for a broad that you didn't know. You allowed her to use crude AF to campaign the fuck out of the community, your community specifically, to absolutely have a lawsuit and to have the support that she had. So unless you're saying I absolutely did this shit and I regret it to this fucking day, I shouldn't have done it, I don't know that I want to hear much of it. But I'll be listening, I don't know. Suddenly saying supers, cash apps, and PayPal don't count is how Diane got caught up. It's also how Molly got caught up. It's bullshit. I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. I do not disagree with you. I think, especially because I know for sure there was a live stream on July 1st of 2023. It was right before 4th of July weekend. She had just found out about the lawsuit, I think on Dolly's page. Don't quote me there. She had just found out. She had not been served yet. So she wasn't sure what she was going to do yet. And so she had to. But a lot of the people I've seen that are donors, they're like, I don't really give a fuck what she did with the money. I don't really give a fuck. So that's the thing is like, I don't know how, and I said this in a chat, I think this weekend, I heard the guy mention federal charges and I was like, yeah, okay. Like y'all need to calm down. Like, it's serious, but it's not that serious. And hardly ever have we ever seen it go to that space. Right. But the challenge that I have is, you would have to have people come forward and prove the donations that they gave. And most people are not going to do that because most people don't give a fuck. Like for me, if the police contacted me and said, do you have a receipt for this donation? I would be like, this donation? Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Do I think she should show transparency? Do I like the fact that she's being called out for being a fucking liar? Absolutely. But outside of that, I don't give a fuck. Again, I'm a person of you conned me. That's on me. Like that's my stance. But I know a lot of other people who gave, they may not feel that kind of way. The problem is the people giving aren't the loudest people in the room. Most of the people talking the loudest are people who never even donated. And that's what I think there tends to be, a disconnect in the message at times. So I don't know. We will see. But stop letting them talk about an itemized statement. Because total receipts, total balances, that doesn't break privilege at all. So let's just start asking for that. Can we? Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. I quit washing toasting during all this. She lost all credibility from me, so it'll be interesting to listen to her tonight. I will listen with an open mind, but she better be completely honest. Lab, that's where I'm at. That's absolutely where I am at. People don't care about being scammed, can't relate. Listen, most people don't want to make waves, so they don't get dogs. I get that. Oh, thank you for bringing that up too. Again, B. Tim. See, Queen, have you gotten any emails requesting their money back with the receipts? Have anybody contacted you to tell you? Now let me ask you this, B. Tim. What the fuck in the right mind of anybody would make somebody who, Clean and you did a whole video, right? A whole diatribe of how when you donate to GoFundMe, when you donate to PayPal, while you can mark anonymous to the public, you are never anonymous to the person who owns that fund. They can see your information. So what the fuck would a person want to turn around and be like, Queen Bee, I'd like my, let's say, $1,000 back that I donated to you on June 23rd of 2024. Here's my receipt. And then Queen goes in and now she has your name. Now she has this. And we know Queen is a fucking doxer. We know she takes field trips down fucking people's streets. And you think people are going to run to her and be like, yeah, let me have a refund. Fuck out of here. And you know it. That's why you keep offering it and then bringing up that nobody has done it to try and make it seem as if nobody wants their money back. And you leave out the fact that they run the risk of being doxed out. Can you be, Tim, 1,000% guarantee on your fucking name that Queen will not do shit to them? She won't drop no innuendos. She don't drop no references to their street names, their house information, their job information. She won't go find no fucking pictures of their kids. Can you guarantee, she's not going to take a fucking, on a random day when she gets pissed off, she's not going to take a field trip down the street to their fucking house and show people how to get there. She won't send somebody who may live in the area to video record the fucking house. She wouldn't laugh at somebody going up to their door and do all these things when these are the behaviors of that person. Who in their right mind would even ask for that fucking refund, you idiot? And you know that. You know that's why nobody is asking for their fucking refunds. Not because they don't want one, but because they know that if they ask for one, it's a help to identify who they are and that all their information will be blasted on her fucking page. Tell me I'm wrong. Because I can guarantee you she would do it. And I hope nobody is stupid enough to send her a refund request because their shit will be blasted. Crazy. Did you send me a super chat? I'm so sorry, that girl. Here, oh my God. Here you go. You can have, hold on. You can have some gold nipple Dayton's too. I didn't mean to miss it. I apologize.
Not yet. If I don't get those gold nipple Dayton's by Christmas, I'm going to be really, really upset. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate it.
I eat in the building. I see you. I see you. Hello, Andy. Andy Cruz. Nope, just go to the state's attorney. Yeah, and that's how I feel. If somebody really feels like they have a case and they have something that of significance that they need to claim towards it, then let them. Like, let them go and do, what they're going to do. I don't want to personally be a part of that, but let them go and do what they're going to do. Handle that shit. Betty said in her post, handle that shit with law enforcement. Let them take it from there. Let them do an investigation from there. That ain't got shit to do with, again, I'm going to talk about it because it's going on. Don't get it twisted. But outside of that, where do you see that, man? Hold on. A donation is a voluntary gift of money, goods, services, or body tissues given to a person, group, or charity without expecting anything back. The giver does not ask for payment or goods in return. That's the thing, Maria Singer. This was a collection of public funds to help fund a lawyer. So this was help me collect this money. So it'd be like if I said, Marla, help me collect money so I can get my 24, my 24s put on my truck, right? And I take all your money and I never post a picture of the 24s on my truck. Well, what the fuck did my money go to? Now, again, that's a little bit different because, it's 24s. Like if you give money to somebody because they need groceries and they never go buy groceries, I do agree with you as far as that goes. But this was specifically, I need help with the lawyer. I need you guys to help me out. I am collecting these public funds. I'm collecting funds from the public, and I need this assistance to pay for a lawyer and to pay for lawyer fees. And then I will be, the promise in the beginning was I will be transparent and I will show the receipts when this is all over. And Burnt Toast came on and said the same exact thing. I will show the receipts when this is all over. I'm being given, Burnt Toast said she was being given the receipts as they were going. So Bernto should have something to show the lawyer even got a payment, right? But then it turned into, well, you see the docket. You see there's obviously a lawyer there representing her. So that means the issue is if you collected, what did we just say, 140 and 25? If you collected 165,000 and that lawyer cost you, I'm just hypothetically saying, 85,000, then yes, you skimmed 80,000 off of the top, and you should have stopped collecting long before you actually did. And that's not right for people. Like that's fucked up to do to people. And you should be exposed if you did that to people. That's just my opinion. A lot of people don't agree, and that's okay too. No worries. Thank you for your comment, though. I do appreciate it. For sure, for sure. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water to let the motherfucker burn. I just burnt my hamburger for listening live. I'm so sorry. I hope it was just your hamburger, because that wouldn't be good. My dad donated. Then she doxed him to get at me. Well, Joseph, don't you dare. That'll be the new narrative they'll spin it off of. Oh, listen. I'm here for it. Okay. So let's review. I think that was my only topics before Betty, because I figured I probably would get through Betty pretty quickly. So let's see. So folks need to stop saying they will show receipts, then they are safe. No, I mean, personally, okay, so it's two parts, right? I think, so I feel I'm very torn on this, Marla. I'm going to be honest with you, right? If I hear, I'm going to use MJ as an example. If I hear Melissa J fire up a live tomorrow and she says, you know, back to school is coming and I just hadn't planned well and life's been lifing the fuck out of me. I got a flat tire. My car broke down. The AC broke. Like shit is just lifing right now. And now I got to buy, you know, some school clothes for my kid. Okay. If she went live and she said that, right? I have the option as a donator to say, I mean, you don't save your money. Have you planned for this? Like, what the fuck ever, right? School comes every year in August. And I have the choice to not give. I also have the choice to give, right? In that particular scenario, she's still asking for help, right? I don't know if this money actually went to buying school supplies, right? Okay. But at the same time, if I choose to give my money, then I'm with you. My money is gone. How that person does it, too bad, right? I think that the difference is when you've asked for, like, maybe it's because of the lawyer part of things. And yes, the promise of transparency, that's really big. Like, you know, and not to throw it out there, but like Granny showed some of her first lawyer receipts. She showed those receipts. They're not itemized. They're just totals, right? She showed those receipts. Whatchamacallit, Brittany showed her incoming and outgoing receipts. Now, whether people believe those receipts or not, totally different story. But they have been I would say they've been semi-transparent with, you know, what they, you know, collected and what they, whatever, right? And they paid. Now that I'm like working it out in my brain, I think you're right. I think promising to show the receipts and being transparent. And I also think it's, maybe for me, it's more so the volume you collect. If you say I need $5,000 to go on a vacation to fucking Disney World, right? Okay, cool. But then you raised $50,000, I probably would have a problem with that. Because you said you only needed 5,000. Why didn't you cut it off at 5,000 if that's what you needed? Like, that's not right. I don't agree with that, you know? So I don't know, Marla. It's complex. Thank you for pointing that out. I do think it is complex, and people will feel some type of way. And a lot of people, again, their lines are different. But thank you for pointing that out. I do appreciate it. Captain Avi, s'mores money, honey. Here you go.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off.
Sorry, MJ. You did become the example, and you're welcome. Granny was transported. Someone from my community needed help for clothes for their children so they made a gift list on Amazon, and we fulfilled it that way. It was totally the something, totally the transparent, and they got what they needed. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I know. Deets was gigging. Huh, Wolfie? Get it? It's wrong. She did it on a lie. She said any left would go to help the next person. She did. Okay, that's not true, Ange. She never said what was left over would go to the next person. What she said is when she won, they would save that money for the next person who ended up in, yes, I did, Captain Avi, I responded, ended up in a lawsuit. So to be fair, she did not say that part. People donated on her word of transparency, and because she made it seem like she was doing it for them, it's wrong. Agree. There you go. All right, Ash, please stop bullying Andy. I don't want you to bully him in my chat. Thank you. You got to bully him in his own chat. Okay. Okay. Not sure if someone mentioned her final bill of 10K. I did. That's included. But she didn't win. They agreed to jointly dismiss. That's right. What did Indy say? Oh, maybe that's from earlier. I don't see Indy. Does anybody see? Are my eyes just skipping over you? What the fuck? Twisty said, yes, Indy. And I don't even see Indy commenting. You okay, Twisty? Are you in the wrong chat? You in the right chat? I don't know what's happening right now. It is Manic Monday, so here we are. Okay. All right. Let me so let's go over how much longer do we have? Oh, look at that. We got 4 minutes, plenty of time. Okay. Stella said, I wouldn't say Granny has been transparent, but that's just me. So I don't think she's been transparent like overall. I'm saying with the first lawyer that she had, she was transparent with that. That I mean, her receipts line up. So to me, I would say she was transparent with that part of it. Outside of that, no. Today, she promised full transparency with the next lawsuit, already making her audience feel comfortable to keep giving money. How about we start with full transparency on the first one, right? Okay, exactly. Thank you. To avoid any confusion or accusation, the PayPal should have been to the lawyer, and when it hit his billed amount, it should have been closed down. So, Durham guy, to be honest, I don't know if you can collect and send that way, to be honest with you. My understanding, because somebody brought up the trust shit earlier today, I can't remember where I was. But my understanding is the money went into the PayPal pool. PayPal pool goes into basically Queen's bank account, and Queen then deposits money into the trust. The problem with that, which is what I think I'm understanding you're saying, is if I get a PayPal pool for $5,000, I put it in my bank account, and then the lawyer wants me to give him 30 to keep 3,500 in this trust. I take 3,500, I put it in his trust, and I pocket the other 1,500, and I do whatever the hell I want to do with it. And that's where, like, that's what people do believe that it happened, and there you go. So, okay, all right. To say you don't care because it was needed and went to someone who needed it is kind of bullshit, because she didn't actually need it other than for her own greed. I know that's right. I think it's really stressful to be in any of these lawsuits. Perhaps a in-between person could help folks avoid these attacks, which are also stressful during lawfare. So Marla, I agree and disagree. I agree that being in multiple lawsuits at one point in time would be very stressful. I also agree that being careful with what you say and how you say it is not stressful, and it can help reduce and minimize the level of stresses that you have here and in court, right? So that's definitely part of it. I think that gangsters move in silence, and so the more you speak, the more non-gangster you are, so to speak. And the more you speak, the more you get yourself in trouble. So since none of these people can ever shut the fuck up and stay silent when they're going through something, that speaks volumes as well. And that's no matter if you're a plaintiff or defendant in a case. So I mean that on all sides, okay? The part I don't agree with, though, is I think to avoid these attacks, if you promise transparency, be transparent. Or if you find yourself in a lawsuit, find a way to work through that on your own. if you have to go to the community for help, then be clear. And if you're not sure in the beginning what you could offer, what you couldn't offer, that's cool. Then talk to your lawyer about it. I'm going to be collecting funds from my community online and taking their money to pay you. What can I legally provide them to show that their money is going to this lawyer? Obviously, they can see you on the docket, they can see documents, but they want to make sure that if they're giving me 10,000, I'm spending 10,000. They want that transparency. What can I give them? The lawyer should know the laws and should be able to tell you right then, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do. Okay, cool. I know what I can offer now. I'm going to go out to my community, I'm going to collect funds, and I'm going to offer what I can legally offer. I'm not going to offer things I can't. Also, crazy idea, you could also log the fuck off. Log the fuck off. Take a break. If you feel like your mouth is getting too reckless, you could take a break too. So, again, agree and disagree combined. So, okay, all right. Let me get to this damn BHB video because I need some laughs and I'm over this part. So, all right, we're going to share it here. Now, this particular video is from the Bullhorn Betty, okay? Please, 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 earbud warning. There are some moments where she gets a little hyped up and her tone does go a little high, okay? I seen this reviewed this morning and I seen people like talking about, oh, look at, she looks fat. Oh, look at her glasses are round. Oh, look at her. And I'm like, why do you have to talk about all that shit instead of what she's actually saying? That's crazy to me. Like deflecting on all of that instead of the words that she's saying is crazy to me, but you know, whatevs. Anywho, okay. What? Okay, there's too many sidebar conversations. Let me stop paying attention. Here you go. All right, here we go. Not gonna lie, she made me laugh. The screeching was a bit much. I agree. Seriously, take your earbuds out. I know.
A little more than I wanted it to. Hold on here. I think we got it. Okay, I think it's going to stay. Stay. All right. So I am Bullhorn Betty. Typically, we cover the story of true crime. Okay. So somebody's either missing, somebody's either dead, there's a mass shooting somewhere. True Things crime. Are going all around crazy. Now, I do know a few friends are about to go live. I'm sorry, but this is just gnawing at me, so I had to go live. This is not about any of our cases, so please, if you're planning on going and watching them, go watch them. This is something all...
Okay, I wanted to state here, I thought that was pretty, one, supportive of her friends, but two, also like, listen, this is drama. This isn't the true crime shit. If you're not into the drama stuff, like, please, you can leave out and go watch the true crime stuff. This is just drama I got to address real quick. I thought that was, I was just like, good on you, Betty. Good on you. Not making your audience sit through it if you didn't have to.
All different. This is something for actually a few more specific people on this platform. So it has come.
Both QB's lawsuit and GW barbecue were bullshit and likely expensive and lengthy and ongoing. It just always seems like to go to show the receipts instead of, I don't like you, I'm not going to watch you. Okay. So QB's lawsuit, I agree, expensive because it was ongoing. I have asked for receipts since 2023. So that's not a, I don't like you, you don't like me kind of a thing. While I was still at the Hive, she was promising transparency. When I left the Hive, she was still promising transparency. It was not until she basically backtracked on transparency that I was like, hold the fuck up. What the fuck is this? And I've been in that stance ever since. And I've absolutely kept receipts since that time. So that's my personal thing. I cannot like you and say if something is being done wrong or, you know, right to you. The RICO injunction that was filed against Granny, absolute bullshit. Should she have been in it? No. Did she do some things that could have potentially helped her get into it? Sure. I think so. But did she deserve it? No, I don't. And I don't like her. So there's that, you know. I don't think that's the case at all. Again, I think she has been transparent with her first lawyer. When her first lawyer was done, she did show some receipts. Okay, fine, no worries. What I'm assuming when her second one is done, she'll have to show them to get her damages or her lawyer fees, whatever. So that will be shown and that will be done. Like, I don't personally see the problem with it at all. I get it. Like, I get it completely. But it's transparency that, you know, again, she's still on the track of transparent. So I don't give her a hard time of that. When it's over, we'll see what happens. That's for her. Now, the one with Tony and his wife against her, she's absolutely wrong in that. And she deserved that lawsuit. The only claim that he made, there's only one claim in there that is not true about what Granny did. And she tried to fight with jurisdiction, but that didn't work out because she fought so much, whatever. That one she got herself into. She sat up on a panel and asked, has anybody robbed a church? Because Tony and his wife did. And she was wrong. And she has yet to this day to take accountability, actual accountability, and say, I fucking got it wrong. She has said, I repeated what somebody else said, and my bad. And so, yeah, no, you got yourself into that one. So that one I don't feel bad about. The new one with Nick, do I think it's bullshit? Sure. But you keep fucking with and poking at a guy who has told you he's litigious as fuck and he'll keep you in court until 2030. He would never come out of my mouth again. I wouldn't let his name would be blocked in my fucking chat every day from there on out. I wouldn't give him shit to try. It's all false, yes. But how much is she actually attempting to protect herself from him? You're not. I feel like, you know, you're enjoying the victim card that it gives you. Fuck that. I know that's not the popular opinion. I get that. Drag me for filth, make a million, 3-paragraph long posts and videos, whatever. Okay, fine. But that's my opinion. And I'm welcome to it. He's a troll. He's going to continue to keep her in court. He's going to continue to frivolously lie on her. He's going to continually frivolously filing motions left and right, especially now that he's gone per se. It's him filing all these fucking motions. And that's going to cost her lawyer more and more and more and more because he's going to need to respond to all of that shit. But again, let's keep talking shit about him. Let's keep saying shit about him. Let's keep talking about him because we can. Well, then it's going to cost you to be frivolously fucking sued. And does that suck? Sure. But I mean, at some point, you got to protect yourself. All right. That's it for me. Uh-oh. What happened? Hey, Tonka girl, it looks like somebody has timed you out, okay? Everybody is welcome in my chat. I don't give a fuck who people support as far as like where you go. I'm not anybody's babysitter, and I believe we are actually all adults. And so go where you want to go. I think it speaks volumes of a person who will go in multiple chats and hear different people's side of things more than one who just stays in one chat only. And I respect that. But what I will say is here in this chat, most people, I think I have about 5 people blocked now because I've had to take it up. Most people are welcome in this chat with opposites opinions who do support other people. I don't fuck with them being attacked for where they go. I don't fuck with that at all. If you don't fuck with a person or you don't like a person because of who they support, that's on you. Block them, but don't talk shit in my chat about them. Okay? See you when your timeout is over. Thank you.
Come to my attention that a whole bunch of liar pants on fires just got busted with their panties down, and they're trying to scare everybody with the Bullhorn Betty. Well, let's just break this on down just real quick, just so everybody's on the same page.
Listen, she said they're trying to scare them with the Bullhorn Betty. Listen, I need somebody. If anybody here has a Halloween costume, I need a Halloween costume party this year, a panel, whatever. I need somebody to pull out the Bullhorn Betty, okay? I don't know what the Bullhorn Betty is, but it is scary, okay? Because it's being used. Like, the way she talks about herself in third person always cracks me up. But like she's a weapon, guys. And they're trying to use her, and she is not going to. So she's going to break it down for us, and I'm here for it.
So there's no misconception. First and foremost, you're not going to use me as your pin to beat up people that I don't like. I don't like people. You want to give me their name? I'm happy to take it. I'm happy to sue the shit out of them, especially the people that I'm speaking to right now. Just to throw this on out there. Don't have a problem with it at all. Okay? Not at all. You want to give me their name? Fine. You don't want to give me their name? Fine.
She said, listen, you want to give me their names? Great. You don't want to give me their names? Great. I'll dox them either way. Okay? Just let me get at it. Just let me get at them. Listen, White Horses, that's right. Bullhorn Betty's inbox is open. Her mailbox is open. Whatever you got, whatever info you got, you just shoot it right over. That's hilarious to me. Obviously, I don't want anybody's information shared, except for maybe one person's. I wouldn't mind if their information was shared. And that's Blank Screen, because he truly has harassed her for years. And while other people have excused it and made excuses for it, his harassment of her and her mods went way too fucking far. And it was called out long ago, but everybody ignored it. So maybe if she got his information, I wouldn't be too devastated, nor would I be like, oh my God, this is so terrible, Betty, don't do this. It would be more like, I'd have to come online and really be fake and be like, no, Betty, don't do that. Oh, I hate when you dox, Betty. It's so bad. But outside of that, yeah, I don't want her to have anybody else's shit. So
if they start becoming a fly and it starts to becoming a problem for me, I'll figure it out myself. So don't worry about that, boo-boo, okay? The QB, don't you worry about boo-boo. But you're not. What you and B. Tim are not going to do is put me all up in here and use me as your weapon.
Okay, look. She got her finger out. She's calling them boo-boo. She's like, what you are not going to do. Listen, she had the finger wag out. And I was like, okay, Betty, we see your finger wag. Go ahead.
You are not going to do that. So let me go ahead and just break everything on down so everybody understands everything lawfully and legally, how it all goes. Okay,
okay, break it down for us.
My case with Queen Bee is over. Done. Finito. There is no, case to save. Okay, so if she would like to release her receipts, she's absolutely allowed to.
Oh shit! If she would like to release her receipts, she's absolutely allowed to. Okay.
He signed a document that says that nothing, no matter what, this is with prejudice. Okay, that means I can't sue her for anything that's happened in the past.
Anything that's happened in the past. The past is the past. It's gone and over with. With prejudice. Gone. Finito. I don't know what else other languages to say it in. Gone.
Just like she can't sue me for anything that happened in the past. So she's absolved. If she wants to show her records, she's more than welcome to. It has nothing to do. There's nothing I can sue her for.
Now, one thing I did actually find very interesting is Queen Bee last night did review this video. She was definitely laughing through a lot of it. But in the small parts where Betty was debunking her, Queen would pause it. She'd talk for hell long and get off topic, and then she'd pick it back up. Like, I don't want people to hear this. She would not play this video all the way through. And she ended up cutting it off earlier. I found that, again, maybe it's something, maybe it's nothing kind of a thing, but I did find that pretty interesting.
The document that was signed and approved by the court, there was nothing. I can't sue her for anything.
Okay, so I did tell Jones, I had to hold Jones back because, I get ideas in my head, right? And I don't know if any of Betty's mods or subscribers or whatever. Okay. I want to ask Betty, is there, now somebody says she says in this video, I've yet to hear it, but we're only a couple minutes, probably even like a minute in, 3 minutes in. Okay. It's been stated there's a court order that receipts cannot be shown, right? and Betty mentions signing the documents, right? I believe that Betty, when she said signing documents, meant signing the document that they were both withdrawing their cases, one for the counterclaim, one for the claim, and they were going to walk away with prejudice. The past is the past, right? That's what I believe the document is. But I think the way it's being spun is that in that document, in that particular document, that it does include that financials cannot be put out. And that's where the order is coming into place. So I would love if she could actually clarify that part. But, you know, I'm not here to hate Mon, so I couldn't do that. And I had to be like, hey, Jones, and don't go in Betty's chat and ask her this. It's all good, you know, but we'll see. Anywho, maybe she'll put that out at some point in time. I don't know. She may not care enough.
Okay? I can't sue her for anything.
Listen, Jonesy last night was out there joining the gummy squad, and fucking now she's trying to join the coffee club. Like, Jonesy don't give a fuck. She's like, yep, I'm hate bonding, say less, bitch. Pretty soon she's gonna try and be an Islander. Just putting that out there, start that rumor. She won't. That may be the last one she goes to hate bond. She probably is part of the Cooter Club. She is. I think she is part of the Cooter. What is it? Cooterville. There you go. Sorry. I actually became a member because I got gifted from being at my ass in there last night asking questions, right, of Jay about some history stuff, and ended up getting a fucking thank you for the membership, but also like, damn. Anywho.
Showing her donors the receipts has nothing to do with me, my case, or anything that I could sue her for at all. Now, anything from the ending of our lawsuit on that she does to me, of course I can sue her.
Okay.
But it's not going to require anything to do with how much money she collected or anything like that. My case with her is done. I can't go out there and magically sue her again for a claim on this money or anything like that. Now, going back to whether this case cost $100,000, there's no way in hell it cost $100,000. We barely got out of it. She only had one deposition of me. We never even got into the fighting of it. But on the flip side of that, Burnt Toast also did not pay $15,000 to quash.
To be fair, Burnt Toast didn't say that. FML said that. It was immediately corrected when Hoops came up on panel and corrected him, like, don't say that amount. And my understanding, according to her ex post, is that receipts of that will be shown tonight. So
a subpoena. So let me just stop it all before it gets in. You guys drug me into it, okay? I didn't ask to be drugged into the argument, but one thing you ain't going to do is you ain't going to put my name into an argument and then lie about everything, because I got no reason to lie.
Right.
Okay? I got none. I don't like none of you. I think you guys are all fucking cockroaches on a Sunday, okay?
You're all cockroaches on a Sunday. Damn, can you imagine what you'd be? The Sunday, the Lord's Day. Can you imagine what they will be if it was a Monday or a Tuesday? God forbid a Friday. Oh man,
you all
that
make me
up.
sick. So let me just get that out real quick, like, okay? Secondly, you are not Queen Bee. Let me make sure your head is screwed on correctly, because one thing you are not going to do is use me as a weapon toward anybody. You fucking skanky ass bitch.
Oh my gosh. She meant that shit. Hold on. On a Sunday.
Toward
Look
anybody.
We gotta listen to that again.
You fucking skanky ass bitch.
She meant that shit.
Sunday.
I don't know what happens on Sunday normally for her, but on a Sunday needs to be a clip from now on. On a Sunday. And she meant that shit. Like, yes, this came from the soul. Absolutely. I agree, Stars. It did. And I was here for it. I was like, okay, Betty, go off, Betty, clock it, go off. She was mad at all of them, and fuck all of you guys. I was like, damn.
That's what you're not going to do, okay? You're not going to use me as a weapon. You and B-Tim are not going to use me as a weapon. I'm not suing anybody. There's a few people that I'm going to get their ass.
Okay.
Blank screen.
Oh, wait. Hold on, wait. Sorry, shit. I muted accidentally. Okay. Betty, also on my list of questions for Betty, okay? it has been stated over and over that she wanted Jones's information in that motion to subpoena Google. I don't really understand why, or YouTube, whatever. Actually, it's the Alphabet Inc. But I don't really understand why Betty would have wanted Jones's information by the time that motion came around, because Joneson was like gone for a year and a half, 2 years by then from the Hive, and wasn't fucking with her anymore. So I don't really understand why her name would have even been mentioned in it. But I would like clarification on that. One did Betty actually submit the motion to subpoena Google for Jones's information? Because like Jones's information has been out there for like 2 years. Why would she need to submit a motion when Queen Bee did a whole fucking drive-by and put out her name, and Joneson has put out her own fucking name multiple times prior to the motion being submitted to the court. Why would she need to submit a motion to the court? And she has her name and could get her information and do what she was going to do. That's really weird to me. So that doesn't really align. I'd love to know if that's a lie out of the depths of the Hive, or if that is like, if there's any validity to that. So that's on my list of questions. Questions for Betty one day when I choose to. Yeah. Anywho, back to her list. Let me go back.
Next, that's blank screen. Shay Bay. Now, if you want to hand me their names, I'll.
Okay. Now, when I heard this, I was like, who the fuck is Shay Bay and what the fuck has she done? But I was listening to Nonsense this morning, and apparently Shay Bay is somebody on X. I think she's on YouTube too, but most of her content is on X, and she covers Betty and posts about Betty and all of that stuff. So it's interesting. They were over there claiming Joneson needed to thank them for protecting her. Y'all were the ones who put her info out. How's that protecting her, right? Exactly. I don't know. It's Monday, Nunya. By Friday, you will be able to ask BHB yourself. And listen, the possibilities are I'm almost to the point of Joneson of where, like, fuck it. Okay, I'll hate Bond. Anybody want to come be my friend, except for one person. One person can't be my friend. Outside of that, just come be my friend. It's all good. We're good.
I'll take it, but you ain't gonna lie and you ain't gonna put me up in the lie. But I'll take the names. Boo-boo, I'll take the damn names. Okay.
I know, Joneson, but that also doesn't make sense to me, because we had no, Betty didn't want her address. She wanted her email content. But why? Why? Like, what did she think was in? Like, did she think that other people's information was in Jones's email? Like, or maybe she thought that, like, Joneson had some kind of secret information in her email. I know it goes down in the DMs, I don't know. Did you not see the complaints and amended complaints? Some of them, yes, but not all of them. I mean, yes and no, I guess. I don't know. And yes, Jones, and I agree with you. We had contact with the mods when the whole blank screen shit was happening. So I don't understand. I don't know. That's really weird. I guess technically that wasn't you who had the contact. So maybe that's different. I don't fucking know. It's just weird. I'm honestly, I don't give a fuck one way or the other, because Betty clearly doesn't have an issue with Jones. And now she said her 3 people she's trying to get is Burnt Toast, Shay Bay, and Blank Screen. That's it. That's all. And I won't be sad about one of those people.
Okay? But I'm looking for Blank Screen. I'd love to take him to federal court. I've made a decision as of tonight. I'm taking him to federal court. So I'm going to find that. Now, Shay Bay, if you want to give me her name and number, I'll take that too. But what you ain't going to do is you ain't going to use me to scam your people that gave you money under certain circumstances. They told you promised them you'd give them your receipts. I don't care about them. There's nothing I can do with them.
Okay.
If you want to share them with your people behind the scenes, share them with your people. I don't care. I don't want to see them. It has nothing to do with Bullhorn Betty. Okay? Nothing. My case with Queen Bee is over. The only thing I'm allowed to sue her for.
Yes, and wanted to see if she had any emails from back when Joneson was with. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really weird. But it is Betty, so I guess. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Or from this point forward, is anything that she does to me from the minute we got that order from the court on. Anything from that order to the court back, I can't sue her for, even if I wanted to. Even if I found out there was some bombshell shit in these receipts that she's about to show, I would love to go back and take her to court. Mm-hmm. But if you don't believe me, every person has a board of a lawyer board. What are they called? Good gracious, I can't even think of my own thing. I'm so worked up. But you guys got boards where you can call up there and get a.
So Petty Crocker, I think it's because they continue to say, like, they make these statements. Not that she's going to sue, but like, if we show you receipts, then Betty can come after us. Like, it breaks. Okay, hold on one second. Ange, same thing goes for you. I welcome everybody here in my chat. Don't come for them. She's not here. She didn't come to attack you. She didn't come to say shit to you. She came to answer a question and give some information. Come on now. Don't do that. Fair is fair. Thank you very much. Block. The Blizzock works. Okay. But the reason why they keep saying that, well, is because they keep saying, like, if they showed the receipts, then this shit is going to happen, or Betty's going to come after us, or Betty's going to sue us, or whatever, right? And they don't say that exactly, but they're like, we're just trying to avoid another lawsuit, kind of a thing. So I don't know. Well, yeah, but you're calling her a stalker, and like, her being in the chat doesn't make her the stalker. I'm sure there's probably more history behind that, and I'm not the biggest fan of hers, but I just don't want people, to be called names in my chat if they haven't done anything to you. It's different when you're responding, just be cool, not uncool. TM Deets, okay?
An attorney for like 25 minutes for $25. If you don't believe me, call around to an attorney. They'll tell you. They'll probably give you the information.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. And aren't you already grounded? I thought chasing already put you on restriction. How are you off restriction and back on the YouTube streets this quickly? Clearly, she doesn't hold up to it. No, it's her, Pickles. It is her. Trust and believe, it's her.
Free over the phone, so you don't even have to take my.
Hey, Nunya. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Nunya. Remember that live Burnt Toast had and said she got the okay to show receipts and never did? I hope that's addressed. It was early on. Yeah, I have the clip of it. Actually, that is one of the I'll have to go and look at it, but I think there was either an iTal video we made about Burnt Toast, or that we were going to make about Burnt Toast, but that clip is actually in there. And I want to say the clip was from October of 2023 when she stated that. She was like, I'm going to show it on in Thursday's live. And then Thursday came, she didn't go live. Or Thursday came, she went live, but never mentioned it. That next Monday when she went live, she mentioned, oh, it turns out I can't show receipts after all. So, but yeah, but they could have redacted the receipts. They could have done a lot of things. But yes, you are correct. That did happen. And I think there may be a clip of that in an iTal video. I could look, if you really wanted it, I could probably give it to you outside of the, oh, you have it also. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, that's why I said she's not off the hook for me. I'm listening tonight, but she's not off the hook for me. Okay. All right. Now, wait 1 second here. I have to go here. Yeah, it is. Okay. Crimology, I do apologize because I know that I don't know you. However, the unfortunate part is I don't really fuck with doxers, and what you did with Truth's wife, I think, was completely inappropriate, disrespectful, and you have no problem with it. So I am going to block you on my channel. I hope you understand. I have some really strict standards for who I kind of surround myself with. People do make mistakes. Don't get it twisted. People do make mistakes. They go too far, but typically they own up to it and they take accountability for it and they move on and they don't do those actions again. I can't allow you to kiki ha ha in my chat when you used his wife's name. I don't give a fuck where that came from. I just think that's really fucking wrong, especially considering as the wife is not part of YouTube. And that was really fucking low. I wouldn't want somebody to do that to my husband and just be able to kiki kaha somewhere. So hope you understand. Thank you so much. Okay. BHB was trying to go around that. Had she pushed the subpoena, since it's civil, Google would have had to notify Jones, and then Jones would have had to try to quash the subpoena. But if that's the case, Stitching, then does that mean that Burnt Toast was notified? Because did Google notify Burnt Toast? I don't know. I'm interesting. We've dealt with a Google subpoena. You don't have to quash it when the request or doesn't have a valid enough reason to request it. I agree, Deets. Yeah. Initially, I thought you're not getting content with the subpoena. You're not getting content with it. She'd need a search warrant. But in civil cases, they have to jump through hoops. Jump through hoops to get it, or jump through hoops to quash it. Excuse me, not squash it. Google guidelines for your identity are hella strict. Yeah, they are. Google isn't handing over anything if it's not a crime, and even that's a toss-up. Yeah. I would think Google would have to contact you. Google does contact you 100%. They do contact you if they've been subpoenaed to get your information, and they give you a list of the information that they will be providing. But none of that information is your name or address. They will give a general location. They will give like basic information, the day the account was created, an IP address. And then with the IP address, you'd have to then serve a subpoena on the internet provider. And then they would notify you you're being subpoenaed. And then from there, you would get, they would give out, the exact location of the IP address from there. So there are a lot of steps to that. So I am curious as to how that happened. I set up Google's compliance. They only have to. So here's the thing. Civil versus criminal is different. When the police are coming, then we're talking a warrant, not a subpoena. But civil, when you have a civil case for defamation and you want somebody else's information, that information is absolutely limited as to what they'll give out, especially if it's a person that doesn't have anything to do with the defamation case. I don't know. So there's no need for a lawyer to quash it. It explains in the subpoena that basically you give this freely or not, because we're not giving them anything, right? Shit, I'm driving, can't read the comments. Sorry, Andy, I'll read them for you. Stitching says yes, exactly. Okay. So the way I explain it is basically what you're saying is, but what information they give up is possibly debatable. But I do think that with the civil case, Google Legal is actually going to notify the user that, hey, you've been subpoenaed and here's the information that we'll be giving out. And if you go get a lawyer and you want to quash this through us, then okay, fine. So that does shut the fuck up. But Toasty was not being sued. Nobody has said Toasty was sued. Toasty didn't say sued, and old dude Hooves didn't say she was sued. That's stuff that I feel like they've taken and like ran with to twist it, basically. We're not going to get through fucking Betty at this point. No. Google will accept valid civil subpoenas for non-content user info. Fed law strictly blocks them from handing over private account info like Gmail or private documents under a standard civil subpoena. I don't know. How can someone who seems smart be so stupid? Well, that's because, Anne, sometimes there's book smarts and sometimes there's street smarts. Some people are very street smart, but very book dumb. And some people are very book smart, but they are street dumb, meaning they lack complete common sense. And I think sometimes you can apply those to a lot of people all around. So, anywho, Toasty didn't ask for money for herself. No, she did not collect any money from the community at all. Why did Betty want to sue Toasty? Oh, God. Harry, listen. Toasty did content on Betty for years. And I do mean years. Okay. And she, for the most part, I don't think she did defamatory content, but Betty is a person who, like, if you talk about me for years on years and years, it's harassment and I should be able to take you to court to make you shut up. Right. That's in my opinion. That's how she is. And Toasty did do content on her for years and wanted for a long time. She has wanted, like, if she ever gets Toasty's information, the entire world will know who Toasty is. Like, bless her heart, it's not going to go well. And I do feel bad for her because if Betty gets that shit, man, oh man, I hope and pray that she never shared anything private with B Tim or Queen Bee, because it will not stay private and it will be out. So again, fingers crossed, I'm hoping. But that's their history. That's why she brought her into it. We're good on being done listening to Bets. So what are they saying she needed money for? Sorry, Nunya, I haven't understood this at all. Okay. So what happened is, and I'm a little bit even more confused right now because this is interesting to me. Okay. So Betty filed a motion during the defamation claim against Queen Bee. In this motion, and actually Ghostbit posted a video today and has a screenshot of the motion. It doesn't read, what it's reading on the screen is not, the audio that you're hearing is not what's on the screen at the time, but so you do have to catch it at a different time. But he does have, or they have, whatever, whoever they are, they do have a post that shows in the documents. Betty basically said, I want burnt toast information because I believe that there's some kind of colluding going on, right? So there's some kind of colluding going on with burnt toast and Clean now all of a sudden, and so I want her information. Okay. And so she put in a motion to say, Judge, will you approve for me to have a subpoena and I can then force Google to tell me who this person is and get this information? Now, I can see for sure there were 2 subpoenas filed. One of them was listed as Jane Doe, which also AKA burnt toast. And the other one I have never seen. I don't know who the other one was for. Now, Queen and B. Tim alleged that was for Joneson. I have not seen that document that said Joneson's name, so I have no clue who the second one was for. Now, by the logic that we just discussed, this is where it gets tricky here, okay? So Burnt Toast paid a lawyer to submit the documents to quash that subpoena request before it could even get to Google. All right? That's what the money was for. The problem is if that motion would have gone through, it would have gone to Google. Google would have had to review it and see. Now, again, I think the reason why she personally paid it is to just make sure and ensure that her identity was safe wholeheartedly. She didn't trust Google to keep her safe. And okay, you got a family, you got shit to lose. All right, I get it completely. That's why I think that she actually went the route of paying the lawyer to do the quash against Betty's motion. So hopefully that answers your question and wasn't too confusing. Thanks for asking. Or just made a career out of internet compliance. One of the two. I know you don't want to spread misinformation. Granny absolutely corrected the stuff about Tony and his wife, and it was recognized by the courts. She did this on a live, so you may want to correct it. No. She spoke on, okay. I never said she didn't correct it. So to be clear, I never said she didn't correct it. She did somebody else said it first, but he's not going after them. But yeah, I guess church, a hospital, same difference, whatever. Okay. That's how it was presented. And I did say that. Like I said, she said it, but it was like somebody else said it first. My bad. And then she refused to take back and acknowledge the C&D she received and to take back there was a specific terminology she was using for fraud, some type of fraud that she was using the terminology of. And she refused to take that back despite seeing the receipts because she didn't believe the receipts he was sending her. And she didn't know enough about the process to know if those receipts were valid or not. And so fuck him. And the courts have not acknowledged at this point in time, because they don't go to trial to January. The courts have not acknowledged her statement of that as being good enough. Just so you know. And now again, if the courts have acknowledged it, tell me on the date and I'll look at it. I'll definitely look at it. Listen, I gotta stop looking at Twisty's comments because Twisty is out here trying to say hello to people, and then I don't see them in the chat. And then I gotta scroll. You know, I don't know. Okay. It would have already been out. Nah, I don't think so, Ange. I think they're waiting. I think they're waiting to see how tonight goes, and yeah, I'm waiting. I think they're waiting to see how far she goes tonight, and yeah, I don't foresee it taking too much longer from there. Who confused Nanya? Everyone ran. Well, you know what confuses me is like she could have just allowed, if the subpoena was approved in the first place, right? It's going to go to Google, and Google's going to be like, yeah, here's this limited information that ain't going to do shit for you unless you go get another subpoena and another subpoena, like, and you got to go from there, right? So to me, it's like knowing Google is so protective with your information. That's the part that was confusing. Like, why would you even pay the money to quash it? It's going to go no fucking where from Google, right? That's what my mind was thinking of. But then also, like, again, that's why I said, so if you wanted to not even chance it, that Google could give even remotely something towards you for her to use, then okay. All right, then maybe that's why you paid a lawyer to do that. Like that's where my confusion was, not in the overall situation. Joneson never received any notification of a Google subpoena either. She did not, and she did not pay a lawyer to fight that either. Just putting that out there. But apparently, thank God for B10, because B10 paid for Toasie's lawyer, and Toasie's lawyer apparently did it so that everybody's subpoenas would get quashed for free. I don't know. But wouldn't have Joneson been notified the same as supposedly Burnt Toast? I guess so. I don't know. Yes, if Burnt Toast donated, if BT donated, QB may have her information. I don't know. No thanks, because I haven't understood that if nobody knows who she is, and Google is you're not getting any info. Why'd she have done that? Okay, so Google is very protective, but again, criminal versus civil, right? A lot of times, okay, like to get monetized on YouTube, you do have to provide, or actually it's for the partner program for AdSense, you do have to provide proof of your ID, social security number, information so that you can have a tax document issued to your government legal name, right? So again, this is just my thought process. The fact that Burnt Toast was monetized on YouTube does tell me that there is some information that Google has about her specifically, right? So I can understand when that information is out there. Prior to me getting monetized, I did not have any of my legal government information on my YouTube channel. I wasn't monetized. I don't have to tell you my name. I don't have to tell you my address. I don't have to tell you my social. I don't have to tell you any of that information. I'm just a Google account, right? So that I think is possibly the difference of like maybe because she was monetized, she knew Google had specific information on her, and maybe she freaked out. I don't fucking know why she got the lawyer. We'll have to listen tonight. Maybe she'll explain it tonight. I don't know. And I know you say Toasty doesn't have a camera. What the fuck? How could you not have a camera? She doesn't have a camera phone. She doesn't have a camera on her laptop. No webcam, no nothing. Like she has nothing at all. Every laptop nowadays, every computer has like a built-in camera on it. I call bullshit. She may have it taped over. She may have it connected. 1,000%. I could see that. But I don't know how I feel about she doesn't have a camera. I don't know. Okay. Her corrections were, I heard it from JLR because he never gives out bad info. That's true. Tony's lawyer acknowledged it. Excuse me, that part was incorrect. But the point is she did correct it, and it was given to his attorney. What was given to his attorney? Proof that she corrected it? Yeah, I think you need to go back and watch Lying Liars. Because, and again, just because the presentation of the correction may not be what I see as a correction, that doesn't make it not a correction, right? It's just from my perspective, this went forward because you showed no, like, you're just like, yeah, my bad, whatever, no big deal. So what? I said you robbed the church. No big deal. My bad. There's a hospital. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. But yeah, maybe go back and watch that part, because I think I don't know. And we totally fine with just agreeing to disagree too. Totally fine with that. Thanks for helping me somewhat understand what that was about. I do have a clip of Toasty saying B has her identity because she trusts her that much. That was during the lawsuit reading. What are they showing tonight? They're supposed to be showing, allegedly, receipts that Burnt Toast paid her attorney, whatever she had to pay the attorney. B. Tim is just a saint, I guess. I guess so. Honestly, I feel like, B. Tim was out here and he was just trying to protect Jonesin. And look at how fucking ungrateful Jonesin has been to him. She makes these fucking clips about him, and
B. Tim's a loser. B. Tim's a loser.
Yeah. See what Jonesin does to him? And he was good to her, and he took care of her, and he protected her. Fucking crazy. My monitor doesn't have a camera. Not your monitor, but if you have a laptop, if you have a monitor and you're on a computer, then you would have a webcam, but maybe you don't have a webcam plugged in. I could see that. Maybe she's on a computer, but a laptop or a phone, and this was supposed to be a FaceTime call or a Discord voice chat call where she just dropped her camera and Queen instantly dropped her phone. She was, Okay. They're all fucking liars. Exactly, Shady. They're all liars, so you never really know. Does the amount you give determine if you have to use your real name over $500? Does the amount you give determine? No. Do you mean like to a PayPal pool or GoFundMe or something? No. You can be anonymous regardless of how much you give. That's not what changes it. But you'll never be anonymous to the creator of that collection fund. So that's the difference. Sorry, I may be behind in chat. My bad. Let's see. Okay. Jonesin is a beat-twat bully, right? She plays desktop games. So just pointing that out. Yeah, okay, then that's possible. If all she has. Can you get Soup snail video? What the fuck is a snail video? I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. You got it. Thanks. Uh-oh. It says Cash App is... What temperature would you set your air fryer on to fry some thin pork chops? I would probably go 350 for about 20 minutes. Then I would flip it over. I probably would go like 15 minutes, and then I'd see like how crispy is it getting. Then I'd flip it over and try for another like 10 minutes on the other side, maybe. I don't know. What did Coco say? B. Tim said that clip of Jonesin was sexualizing him. I know. Let me play a different one because it may not be so good. Oh, no. We're not allowed to play that anymore. Sorry, hold on. Well, I guess we'll... Okay. All right. Are you an air fryer expert? No, I'm not. I just answered that question. That's all. I was just thinking to myself, like, what would I do it on? That's all. And just Jake asked, so I felt obligated to ask White Horse Instinct. Are you judging me? Just saying. Listen, y'all probably don't listen, but last night I grabbed a little clip. I wanted to see how Clue and them reacted to Jones and hate bonding yesterday. Allegedly they didn't care. But they did care that Sinner had joined the membership of Brittany J. Anywho, so I was listening and Clue was very upset. Okay, guys? She was upset because she posted a full body picture of herself in her Discord while on vacation, and not one of these creators has pulled it out. Like, not one of them has dragged her for filth, talked about her, or said anything about the photo. And I thought, well, that's really sad. Not because I think people should talk about each other's bodies, because I don't like that part, but I thought, that's really sad that she's that desperate for somebody to talk about her. Like, is that the stage that she's in now? Like, nobody is even trying to, like, be a part of that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I just thought, wow, she's pretty desperate for people to give her that attention. And that was interesting. Sad that she wants that. Yeah, it's very thirsty. Who? I don't know her. I don't know her either. She got fired from YouTube. But she used to be over here, and now like she's on some, what do they call it? Second rate app. Oh, she said she was mad. You know what? Okay, hold on. What did she say? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find the clip. Hold, please. I'm gonna have to turn up my volume on my phone, because we'll have to play it through there. But I gotta try and actually get the right clip because we don't want to play the wrong thing. I think it's this one, maybe. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear that. You'll have to tell me if you can hear it. Because if you can't hear it, then and no one cared. Yeah. I'm glad no one is giving. Yeah, right. For real, just Jake. Yeah, because I trust your pictures, right? No one wants to see that shit anymore. We over you, right? Yeah, I think so, Joe. I think so for sure, Joe. Oh, you can't hear. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I don't know how y'all play this shit off your phones. I'm not uploading this into the StreamYard, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Hold on. We'll try one more time and see if we can get it to pick up on my headphones. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. It may require me to talk over it. Okay. Let's see. Why are you upset, Crew? Oh no. She said, "You know what makes me upset? I posted this full body video in the Discord, full body picture of me in my in the Discord. They're all in there, and I don't know. Nobody is talking about me. Nobody said anything about me, and I'm like, we don't even know you. You don't even go here. That's what I need is a clip of you don't even go here, bitch. You know. Anyways, I thought that was pretty funny because I was like, oh, how sad for her. Like, oh, sad face. She said she got fired, I guess. I don't know what happened. Anywho, okay. I think that is the hour that we're gonna have. Oh shit, let me turn me down. Hold on. I always use my phone to read the chat because it helps me be able to see better versus a little tiny StreamYard. Anyways, okay. So y'all have a good rest of your Monday, okay? We'll see how it goes tonight, and we probably will talk about it tomorrow. Okay. I wasn't showing something. I was playing it on my phone because I just had the recording on my phone, and I didn't feel like uploading it to be able to have you hear it. And so it appears that you couldn't really hear it. So many gamers have custom built gaming PCs wired to high performance gaming monitors. Likely wouldn't spend money to buy any type of camera if they do faceless gaming streaming. Thank you so much, Bob, for that factual information. We do appreciate you. I want you to notice, Bob, that I ate before I came live today, just for you, just in case you and your mesothelioma was going to show up today. I made sure that I had already eaten, and I've only taken a drink of my water one time, and my throat is very dry. But by golly, you know what? Your ears have been semi-safe, minus the BHB rant. You're welcome. Love you long time. Anyways, okay. So this song request was put in by Captain Avi, and I said I would check it out, and I did check it out, and I feel like you guys need to hear it because it's like, you know, a new age hokey pokey. So y'all have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your Monday. I probably won't be on tomorrow, but maybe I'll hit you guys up on Friday. Possibly. We'll see what this week brings. You know, if it gets too crazy, I may have to fire up a nighttime stream. But, you know, nighttime is for Leroy. So we'll see what happens. All right. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.
You gon' freak on steady. Best believe I got the heat up heavy. Keep on and leave all the problem with your mama. We gon' keep on stepping. Have a rockadabra, I'm an animal. Why is everybody gotta dance on mechanical? I'm in the heart of the beast. This is Mayday, baby. Pot of horns elite. Listen, you better use that. Your mama made that. You better use that. Your mama made that.
Your mama made that.
You better use that. Your mama made that. Every bit of that, baby. Make it work.